Hi, it's Nikki here from Happy Hormones for Life. And today I want to talk about following up or follow up. Um, why is it important? It's one of the easiest ways to make money and attract more clients. And you've put all the effort into your marketing and your content creation to attract these people in the first place. So they've put their hands up, they said, I'm interested. They need your help. You contact them, and then if they don't respond or you've had a chat with them and if they don't come back to you, you kind of assume very quickly that they're not interested. And then you move on to the next potential client or the next lead. Now, if you have a follow-up process in place, you will absolutely get more of those clients back responding and, of course, make money in the long run. The fortune is in the follow-up, as they say. You're leaving money on the table and you're not helping those that need your help if you don't do this bit of your business, right? So why don't we do it enough? Because most of us don't, including me. Well, we're a bit scared to come across as pushy or annoying, right? And all of that is a mindset shift. If you can then change that around to, if you're following up with someone, you're letting them know that you're showing up to help them and that you really care about them. So if you think of it that way, that's a very different experience when you're following up. So your clients are waiting for you to follow up with them. They're waiting for you to show up for them and to care about them and help fulfill their needs and solve their problems. So when you do it, they're more often than not, they're pleased rather than annoyed, right? And you can't make those assumptions anyway. First of all, people are incredibly busy. You are, I am, we're all busy. So most of your content is not actually going to be seen or get through to the people that you're trying to reach, even if you think you're doing enough, right? How many emails do you actually read personally? We're bombarded by stuff, social media, emails, whatever, we're just bombarded. So we just don't have time to see everything. And life is happening. So people are not always going to see or read your content. Not responding or not engaging does not mean they're not interested. It just means they're busy, right? Yes, some of them won't be interested, but most of the time it's that they're busy. And, they might feel guilty that they haven't responded or they've avoided you. They might be interested, but other things have just got in the way. So remember, people have different priorities than you necessarily. Because it's your business, you're constantly thinking about it, but for them, it's just another thing on their plate, and it may not be at the top of their list for that week or even that month of things for them to do, right? Especially at the moment when, there's people are juggling so many different things right now. Secondly, people need to hear from you on average 5 to 7 times before they can decide whether to work with you or not. So keep following up with them. So many of my clients have said, oh, thanks so much for giving me a nudge, or thanks for reminding me, I keep meaning to get back to you, but I'm just busy. So don't assume that they're not interested just because they haven't responded. So that's when you have to keep kind of just a gentle reminder, a little gentle nudge. Are you still interested? People respond much better when you follow up quickly. So don't leave those email inquiries till the next day or 2 days later or 3 days later or a week later. That's the worst thing to do. Respond immediately, because that just shows that you're on the ball. And the quicker you respond, the more likely they are to work with you. Once you've talked to someone, immediately email them your offer and then leave it for a few days before you follow up. But don't ever sort of just email it and then forget about it, because they'll do that too. And it's your job to follow up. Some people are very, very slow burners. So we've had people on our list for, right since the beginning, 5-6 years ago. And they're only just now deciding that it's time, they're ready. So, they may be in your community for a long, long time before they're ready to work with you. So you've got to be patient and, most of all, consistent with your marketing and keep showing up. And that is part of the follow-up process too. So how do you put a follow-up process in place? First of all, you need consistent weekly content. That is following up with the subscribers that are already subscribed to you and they're on your database. So that's weekly content, either a blog, a video, or a newsletter, or all three, hopefully, with a call to action. That is your weekly, standard, consistent follow-up. Next, you want to follow up on people that are downloading your lead magnet. So if they've put their email address in and they're downloading your freebie, you want to put a nurture campaign in place. So that's several emails spread out. So I've got about, I don't know, 8 or 9 emails spread out over 2 or 3 weeks. So every couple of days, they'll get an email from me with more value, with a reminder to take the next action, call to action on every single one. That is the follow up from your lead magnet. Next, social media engagement. So if you're getting interest in your post, if somebody's engaging with your post or they're messaging you or putting their hands up to say they might be interested, then you want to direct message them. So especially on Instagram, direct message someone, ask them how you can help, what they're struggling with, and you can follow up on all post engagements as well. And anyone that's messaged you in the past, and just say, hey, did you get what you needed? Are you still struggling? Can I help? That kind of thing, right? That's following up on social media posting. Don't direct message anyone in somebody else's Facebook group. That's just seen as really spammy, so don't do that. But you can do it on your own platforms. Next, if you've done a workshop or a webinar training or anything someone signed up for, you want to be following up on that as well. So send them a replay, ask them for feedback, definitely get your call to action in, get them to take that next step. And you want, a good 2 or 3, 4 emails following a workshop or a training, and then they're into your weekly newsletter anyway, right? Next, if somebody books or inquires about your services, and you're trying to get them into a discovery call or something like that, so you can email them saying, book here, book a call here, and we can chat. And if they haven't booked a call, you want to be following up, and at least 3 or 4 emails saying, are you still interested in booking a call, having a chat with me? Are you still needing help? This call is free. Let's get on a call and we can discuss your options, right? So that's the follow up from an inquiry. And then lastly, you want to be following up after you've talked to somebody. So if you've had a call with someone, they haven't given you a yes or a no, then following up is absolutely critical. Because again, they'll have had a chat with you, they may have got busy, life gets in the way, they've probably forgotten about that chat, and you're just there sending a nice gentle reminder, hey, remember our chat? Are you ready to go ahead? Or have you had any thoughts about what we discussed? And then always put that goal in there, what they're trying to achieve, or just ask them if they've got any questions about what you talked about. So following up is absolutely critical. If you do this on a regular basis, you are going to see a massive difference in your number of clients that you pick up, and ultimately your bottom line is going to be massively affected, because if you don't do this, you're leaving money on the table. Absolutely guaranteed. Oh, I hope that's been useful, and I'll see you next time. Take care.